Welcome to Princess Manor. Baldy thrust open the squeaky, ragged door of the last rundown moving truck, peering into the familiar chaos that mirrored his disordered life. The weather-beaten truck, with its chipped paint and peeling emblem, had been filled to the brim with remnants of his past, dilapidated furniture, scattered magazines, and an old guitar that had seen better days. He climbed out, the heat of the late afternoon sun wrapping around him like an unwanted blanket, reminding him that something had to change. The name Hollow Pines loomed above him, painted in worn-out cursive on a wooden sign, each letter almost pleading with him to take a chance. Hollow Pines was not what he had imagined. The neighborhood was quaint, with old trees that lined the quiet streets, their leafy arms stretched out like welcoming hands. Yet beneath the surface lay an unsettling stillness, amplified by the whispers that drifted among the houses. Baldy took a deep breath, his determination fueling him as he surveyed the aesthetics of his new home. This was a fresh start, a chance for him to evade the past that clung to him like a persistent shadow. His dreams of financial stability were a mere flicker, igniting his urgency to settle. He eyed a few cars rolling by, cautious, even suspicious, of the new resident in their midst. As he maneuvered the unpacked clutter of the truck, he felt their gazes fixated on him, as if assessing his worth. The doubt chimed in his mind, could he become one of them? Would they ever accept him? Time would tell. The reality of his financial situation pressed harder as he cursed his luck. A capable man, he once held a promising job in the city, but a series of unfortunate events swept him from his pedestal, a redirecting current toward Hollow Pines. He had a roof overhead, sure, but the money trickled down like sand through his fingers. This was supposed to be a new beginning, but it was hopelessly tethered to his failures. With a heavy sigh, Baldy made his way toward the local diner, a staple in any small town's heartbeat. It was a haven for weary travelers and comfort seekers. He briefly considered it his lifeline. Grabbing a part-time position there became a desperate choice. The bell above the door jangled merrily as he entered, its sound almost mocking in its cheer, contrasting starkly against his somber reality. The diner's faded checkered floors were still busy with morning patrons, careless chatter, and the aroma of overbrewed coffee mingling with freshly cooked eggs. Sitting at the counter were several odd characters, each with their quirks, perhaps as lost as he, solidifying that he wasn't alone in his bewilderment. In the corner booth sat a woman with thick glasses, scribbling notes furiously. Baldy overheard the locals referring to her as the Virgin, an aloof title, hinting at an innocence that evoked both sympathy and curiosity. Across from her was another figure, the report, who meticulously documented every event, every excuse to engage with gossip that caught his interest. There was also the impersonator,